Welcome to Real Flix Reviews Movie News. This week we have Jonathan Charney, James Stevens, and Ryan Preston. This week's question is, what is your favorite anime? And our answer coming up. So, we get some new Alien Covenant images from Empire Magazine and a couple other sources. Are any of you guys interested? I know this comes up every couple of weeks in the NRFR and the media. So have you guys looked at any of the images, and has it made you want another Alien movie?
I've never exactly been clamoring for new Alien movies. You know, after 3, it seemed kind of a moot point.
I did think it was a great crescendo and an awesome series. I mean, I wanted there to be a fourth, and a fifth one, but after the third one, it was just like, you know, they ended it well, and then came the fourth one, and it was like somebody should have left that one in a closet or something.
Have you seen the deleted scenes?
I've always felt like you get 2 or 3 good movies out of a franchise, and after that, you're almost asking for too much. You know?
Yeah.
I think that one's almost a perfect trilogy. To be honest, I haven't watched the third one in years, so I don't remember how well I actually liked it. But I have great memories of all 3, which is not something I can say about anything. Really?
Yeah. It's not much out there that's...
Well, I mean, if you think of, for example, Lethal Weapon. Second one was okay. Third one was and then the fourth one just sucked. Matrix. Most people, at least 2 out of 3 of us, actually think the first one's only the good one. The second and third one do have positives, but, you know...
Well, the second and third one complete the stories, the dumbass CGI and everything aside.
Yeah.
All right.
So... And the
second one was really badass. I will defend that shit.
Somebody has to.
I mean, shit, just for the freeway scene alone, dude. Come on.
You're just an Oracle fan.
You're like the guy trying to defend his sister's honor by bringing a can of Krylon to the water tower.
He just wants to eat the Oracle's cookies.
Well, no, I'm more of the Keymaster and the Twins fan. That shit was hilarious.
Robert Englund encounters a malevolent force in Night World trailer.
Yeah.
It's kind of cool to see him not as Freddy, though.
Well, it's funny to see him as not as Freddy because you recognize him, but you don't know from where. It's kind of weird like that.
I mean, I doubt I'm going to see this, but I'm really excited for him because I don't know him in anything other than the Freddy movies. So I'm kind of excited to see where his career takes off.
Here's the thing: he has steadily worked since Freddy. I mean,
yeah.
You know, he's a working actor. He's been in a lot of things, and usually he's kind of cast as that one-off TV show episode where they just kind of want that creepy janitor, you know, or some shit like that. He's played a lot of those where people are kind of making fun of, like, hey, if you really know your horror, you recognize that as Freddy. If you don't, it's just some creepy guy. Yeah,
or he's a background character, or he's the I don't know, the semi-bad guy.
Yeah, but I've always liked Robert Englund. I'm glad that he's had such a good career.
Yeah, me too.
I'm really excited for him. I really hope it takes off and you get to see him in more things. Now, Liv, I've never been able to say this guy's name. Liv?
Yeah.
Liev Schroeder and Topes Shemelik
Wow.
Morg. I warn everybody.
Liev Schreiber.
I told you, I can't pronounce names to save my life. They join an animated Spider-Man movie. I'll be honest, I don't really like Spider-Man anymore after a bunch of bad movies and at least one redeemable Spider-Man movie. I'm not excited about it.
And one really good video game.
Oh, yeah.
There's been some good ones. A lot more than Superman ones.
That's because Superman's a douche.
Yeah, Spider-Man, man, they really keep trying to nail that one. And they've gotten close. You know, I think the best they've ever done is like an 80% to what people like as Spider-Man. But I got faith in this new kit. So
I was really excited when the Spider-Man game came along and that actually let you do what you want and you could free roam. The first game, I don't remember what it was, but the first one that came out was the one that was like, dude, this is awesome.
I think it was an N64, wasn't it?
I honestly don't remember. It could have been for the original Xbox. And something I'm actually excited about, and I hope they don't fuck this one up, Channing Tatum and more featured in the first Kingsman, The Golden Circle Images. So you get to start seeing the characters in this movie, a little bit of the feel of it. I loved the first one.
Yeah.
Yeah, first one was awesome.
Now, I'm a little bit worried of this becoming, for the lack of a better thing, like a Bond movie, where it just becomes a bunch of gags. You know, it's going to happen. He drinks a martini, shaken, not stirred. So we're definitely seeing.
Well, I think that they did a good job of kind of walking that line where we're making fun of those things a little bit, or we're kind of calling back to those types of things, you know, but they seem to be very well aware of the tropes of the genre.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, I don't think we're going to see, you know, a gratuitous use of them where they're trying to bank off of like, hey, look at how cool these things. I think they're making fun of them a little bit.
I hope so, and I hope they do it tastefully, because I'm really afraid of it. It's just going to turn sour. There was an American kind of joke movie like this making fun of Bond, and I don't remember what it was called.
If Looks Could Kill.
Yeah, If Looks Could Kill, and the first one was great, and then I guarantee they're going to make a second one, and you knew the reason it was never made, because it would have sucked.
Yeah, I do remember them wanting to make a second one, and they never did.
So according to this, Egsby, Unwin finds his feet as a full-fledged member of the Secret Agent Service, introducing the original but a new threat formed from a powerful mogul. We'll see him needing to team up with an organization of Americans equivalent, the Statesman. So it's probably, my guess, probably close in vein to the original, which is, I guess, fine in some degree.
I don't know. I'm not a fan of them continuing something like this, because it's just a money grab. It really is. I mean, it's the same thing why they're doing Aliens, why they're continuing on with the debauchery of superhero films and the remakes.
The only thing is,
yeah,
I know enough people who are clamoring for another Kingsman movie. I don't know anybody, and I mean anybody, wanting another Aliens movie.
The reason why people are kind of clamoring for something like the Kingsman is because it was actually kind of unique when it came out.
Yeah, and I think,
you know, like sure it was kind of following a genre, but it was its own thing, you know. And it'd been a while since we'd seen that kind of thing, that a studio took a chance on something kind of new and fresh.
What do you mean, like Spies Like Us?
I think that was just a kind of a direct parody. Damn, I love that movie though.
I just hope it doesn't suffer from sequel syndrome, because what I'm reading about it sounds like it's
will.
Yeah, it's like Taken. You know, they made Taken 2, Taken 3. Seriously?
Aren't they doing a new one?
No, I hope not, because this time they're going to rip off, you know, a Mel Brooks movie, Taken 4, In Search of More Money. Come on. Another interesting news, Dolph Lundgren has been recruited for a villainous role in Aquaman. I'm kind of excited.
I kind of am too.
I like Dolphy. I always wish him well. He's not the greatest actor, even though he's usually the smartest person on the set.
Well, here's
probably
the
in
thing
a
about
10-block radius.
When given half a chance, he's a fine actor.
Yeah.
You know, because the thing about movies is it's not fucking live. You know, you can say, cut, hey, we need you to do it like this. You can frame somebody in a way that you want, you know?
I would say...
So...
Sorry.
But yeah, he's just never had the budget and the people throw him in B-movies.
And I can't really blame him for that. I mean, you got to eat. And so, no, I'm cool with that. I just want to see him do well. I want to see him go back to being an A-list actor instead of what he's been doing. I mean, I think...
He was an A-list actor?
He was in some very good, I don't know, #1 movies in the 80s.
I mean, you're talking about the Rocky?
Well, I mean, shit, he skyrocketed after playing Ivan Drago.
Yeah, I mean, he was in Rocky. He was the He-Man movie. He played a Spetsnaz movie, and
but I've seen
first Punisher.
I've seen all of those, but I'm still not sure he was an A-list actor.
When it comes to 80s action movies,
no, he absolutely wasn't.
Well, I would say in the 80s, I'd say him. It was Van Damme. It was.
I wouldn't even put Jean-Claude Van Damme in an A-list acting role, except for maybe 2 or 3 of his films, which he did like 50,000 films in the 80s and 90s.
Well, I'm talking about in the 80s, though. I mean, I think the 80s
what was the one that he did with freaking the basketball player was
Oh.
What was the one that he did with the basketball player, Ryan?
Well, with who in it?
With Dennis Rodman.
Double Impact?
Yeah.
Well, the only reason I say that is because the 80s were a certain period of time when I think he was one of the #1 action movie stars of that time period. And a little bit of other news that I'm kind of excited about this. Hugo Weaving joins Mortal Engines, which I wasn't excited about the movie, but I actually like him, so I'll definitely give it a watch.
All right.
No? Yep, I'm a Hugo Weaving fan from the beginning, man. That dude is I mean, he sealed his legacy with me after he did V for Vendetta.
Oh, yeah. Totally. Ladies and gentlemen, we do have a Facebook page. Is there movie news you want us to see, or even a movie? Let us know at facebook.com/RealFlixReviews. You can also catch Real Flix Reviews every week on iTunes, Stitcher, Podbean, and more. So this week's question is, what is your favorite anime? And my favorite anime right now is a couple of them. They're both at least end of seasons, probably end of series. One is Irregular at Magic High School. It's a TV series. It's pretty fun. I actually really enjoy it. And the other one is Bad Name is Is it okay to pick up girls in a dungeon or something like that? It's kind of a takeoff of hack.slash. A little bit. It's within that genre, but it's amazing. I also like Grimgar, A Fantasy in Ash, but I thought that one was too short.
So we're doing current anime that we like,
or general.
General. Okay.
Those are the 3 I've watched the last couple of months.
My anime for anybody who I would ever get started in anime is Hellsing and Berserk.
Yes.
But one of my all-time favorite ones is Rurouni Kenshin, and then I'm a big fan of Samurai Champloo.
I haven't finished all of Champloo. One of these days when I get a chance, I'll finish it.
I liked it because, I mean, it's a different take on the same era as Rurouni Kenshin. Just a little bit more interesting as far as I'm concerned. I mean, Rurouni Kenshin gives you a big history lesson as to the Edo period of Japan. So, I mean, I enjoyed that. But
and sword-based anime is really crowded, so they definitely stood out.
Yeah, anyways.
Yeah, I definitely have to pick Hellsing on that one. That was the first anime series that I watched, actually, because of James. He's like, shit, you never saw Hellsing? Here it is.
Yeah.
And watched the shit out of that one. And a very good introduction into anime, because it's not the most inaccessible thing, you know.
The funniest thing is I really got James into anime.
And the other thing I got to say about Hellsing, Ryan didn't touch on this one, but I mean, you get a really good storyline. I mean, there are some serious parts and comedic parts, but at the end of each episode, it also brings you into the goofiness that anime gets into, because they have little snippets of what's going to happen next episode, and they just sit there and torture you with these really weird characters.
And it really depends. I'm assuming, I think it was an OVA, because there's actually the Hellsing Ultimate, which I hated. Yeah. There were parts of it I liked, but in general, I think it sucked. So I just want to make sure you guys watch the right one.
Yeah. And people still give the guy who did Alucard shit for his dubbed version. And I think he did a fantastic job with his voice for that one.
Allegedly, it's because the dude's a giant douche. I've never heard anything good about the guy. I love his voice acting, but I've heard the guy in real life is like Richard Dean Anderson type of asshole. So we're going to switch back into movie news a little bit. We've probably ran over our time. Nope. Josh Brolin is Deadpool's 2 Cable. I did not see that.
Wait, what? He's going to play Cable?
Yeah, I was really shocked. I'm not quite sure how I feel about this, honestly.
Well, Brolin's a great actor. I think it's one of those, if he's in the role, they have something in mind for what they're going to be doing.
Yeah.
I think this is
I don't see Deadpool fucking this one up. I really don't.
I think this is going to be, for me, like Heath Ledger's Joker. I'm going to withhold judgment a little bit until I actually get to see it. Right now, I'm on the edge a little bit, but he's a badass actor. I mean, the last Men in Black movie proved it to me.
Well, I mean, it could totally...
the Heath Ledger Joker, for the record, I think everybody was like, wait, what the fuck? And then we ate major crow.
Oh, hardcore. Because to me, and we've said this before, the Joker, my Joker, the best Joker, in my opinion, is Luke Skywalker's version of it.
Yeah, Mark Hamill. Yeah, for sure.
Heath Ledger was the closest you could get to Mark Hamill's Joker, and
I mean, he sold it to me once he dressed up as a nurse.
Yes.
I mean,
yep.
Sold. I mean, I was sold before that, but that just like literally took the bank.
Yeah, no, like after that scene, I remember after seeing that, I was like, Giddy's this girl and laughing, and everybody's like, "What's wrong?" It's like, did you see that shit?
Yeah, and that building was actually supposed to finish exploding, and Heath Ledger just kept playing off, and they kept it because the building that was actually an explosion malfunction.
Yeah,
and he just sat there and hit it, and then the whole reaction of him flinching and all that stuff, that was real. So I mean, that whole scene right there. I mean, if you can ad lib like that so well with your body, I mean, it's sold.
Are any of you guys fans, or do you guys enjoy the Harry Potter movies?
Yeah.
Well, Jude Law is playing young Dumbledore in the Fantastic Beasts sequel. I have yet to see Fantastic Beasts.
That's actually good. I liked it.
Yeah, I like Fantastic Beasts.
And it's actually on my list of stuff to see, so I'm excited. I'm excited to see Jude Law playing a character at this point, because I haven't seen him in a whole lot of American movies lately.
No, he's kind of stepped off the limelight.
So it'll be kind of cool. The last bit of news is... this is it. I don't know if I talked about this the last time we were on the air, just because I think this is hilarious. The Rock will shoot Disney's Jungle Cruise in 2018. Now, I don't know how many people actually have been to Disneyland and actually know the ride. It's one of Disney's...
I do.
It's one of Disney's first ride. It's open in the park, if I remember correctly, and originally Disney wanted real animals.
Yeah.
So, I think at this point, Disney's kind of running out of rides, and this are going to do like the teacups.
Yeah, I mean, just seriously.
Well, they haven't done a Small World yet.
The movie in the first place.
Oh,
they haven't done a Space Mountain yet. I mean, come on.
Star Wars. I got it. Small World horror movie.
That's what I was thinking when I said Small World. There's no other way to do it.
That would be awesome when you have those devil dolls going da 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 da,
and then they pull out knives and start slowly slaughtering people in the boats and turn the water into blood. And
that would be great if they went all Westworld on everybody.
Yeah,
that would be.
Oh, when is that show coming back? Is it back yet?
Not yet. It's
douchebags.
Probably going to be a little while for that one.
Douchebags. Anyways. They're douchebags.
Okay, and I'm doing this last piece of news.
Mandas bucha.
One more piece of news, just because, our history of this particular movie.
9!
Forrest Gump writer Eric Roth to pen Dennis Villeneuve's Dune reboot. They're rebooting Dune, officially.
Wait, did you just say Dennis Villeneuve? Because that's what it sounded like you said. And it's supposed to be Dennis Villeneuve.
Yeah, I can't... wait.
How did you say veneer? What were you trying to say?
I can't pronounce... Well, are you shocked after 200 and something episodes I can't pronounce crap? I mean, come on.
No, I mean, that wasn't even close to the guy's last name. I mean, it had a V in it.
That's close enough to me.
Anyway, I don't give a crap about Dune. I never have, honestly. Ryan?
Oh, and one more. Nickelodeon announces new Invader Zim TV movie.
Get back to me when they do JTHM.
And I doubt they'll ever do that as a movie.
Nick,
ladies and gentlemen, for Jonathan Charney, James Stevens, and Ryan Preston, as always, thank you for listening.